Hi, this is Toby, and today I'll be giving you an end of year update to my plant collection. And today is the summer solstice, so it's the longest day, or we're gonna have the most daylight out of the year, and from this day onwards the days are gonna get shorter, so I think it's a good time to do an end of year update. And it is quite late right now, it's already 8 o'clock and there's still a lot of light out. So let's start over here. My Dendrobium kingianum, it bloomed this year. Right now it's just growing some new pseudobulbs. That's doing really well. My orchids are all doing really well. You see my Dendrobium speciosum, it was struggling a bit with some sort of disease, but now it's come back. It's got 2 new pseudobulbs growing. My Dendrobium hildepoxum, some of the leaves are a bit yellow because it was quite hot a few days ago and the leaves did get a bit stressed, but most of the leaves are still green. You see new pseudobulb coming out. Look at the roots growing everywhere. These are some little bulbine seedlings. I will release the video where these are in next year. So that's going to be the first video of 2024, and I have rebranded my channel, so when that video comes out you'll see my new logos and start screens and all of that. The orchids are doing very well. The trees here again doing alright. My little azalea bonsai, let's see if we can get a shot of that. These are all doing alright. My Dendrobium Wayne's Gold, I've moved it here because I find that it burns quite easily in hot days. And this is also doing really well. Look at this new growth. Look at how big it is, how thick it is. Climbing onions, blooming right now, doing really well. I know it's a tangled massive green. Some Gasterias, Ex-Gasparello and stuff. I did do some work on my Haworthias and my Gasterias in this section, so it looks a lot neater. I've got some cacti seedlings in there. There's some Astrophytum seedlings right there, and I will do that in another video. I'll show you them in another video. It's still being recorded. I also have some more Astrophytum seedlings. Let's see if I can open this up and show you guys. Look at that. Look at the amount of little Astrophytum seedlings I have in there. That's doing really well. Stuff up here doing well as usual. My little Dendrobium tetragonum that I've mounted, let's see if I can show you the new growth. It's produced another pseudobulb. I hope you can see that. That's a new shoot, and the roots are growing like crazy. You can see roots everywhere going down. No, that's not a root, sorry. The roots are here. It's a bit dark because I'm not facing the light, but there's roots everywhere. Schlumbergera and stuff, they're doing alright. My epiphyllums, I've already released a video on them blooming, so not really much left. My epiphyllum guatemalens is starting to produce another bud, so that's really nice. All the trees here, I'm going to do a video on most of them. The part 1s of the pre-bonsai should be coming out very soon, or they have already started coming out. There will be more coming out depending on how many videos I manage to get edited. There are some I just haven't released yet. This area I've cleaned up a bit, so not that many weeds. Everything's doing quite well. When it comes to my greenhouse here, everything's doing quite well. More Euphorbia obesus seeds. The seeds I got last time, I sown them and I accidentally killed 2 out of 3 seedlings that germinated because I overwatered it. So I'm just getting some more seeds and I will sow them soon. Greenhouse doing very well. I'm changing things into square pots just so I can fit more plants and they fit a bit more neater. You can see my Astrophytums here, they stack a lot better when they're in square pots. Stuff up here doing alright, cacti seedlings. There's a desert rose over there. Astrophytum seedlings that grew from seed. These are doing really well. I might sell some of those if they do really well and I don't have enough space. I'm probably only going to keep this one, this pot and that pot. I think those 2 I might sell because I already have enough Myriostigmas. Quadricostatum I think I'll keep because that's quite special. Stuff is doing alright over there. I did do some rearrangements. My Euphorbia knuthii is kind of down here because it's getting too big up here. So I've moved it down, but the cacti succulent's doing really well this year. Over here I've also cleaned up the area a bit. My bunyias, they're doing really well. I thought I was going to lose this one because it almost looked like it dried up and turned brown, but it's greened up again, so that's really good. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bunyias. They're doing really well. My acacia bonsai, doing really well. Acacia seedlings, I think these are Acacia cognata. This one's I can't remember, I think it was Acacia dianii. This is Acacia cultriformis, and these are just some acacias I found. And I all grew them using the way I grew my Acacia podalirifolias, but I kind of lost them in the rain. I still have a few left, you can see here from that video, but I did lose a lot of them. But these seedlings were all grown the same way with the boiling water. I find it's really effective that way with growing acacias. My bottle trees, I still have some remaining. You can see they're getting a decent size. They still have the very, very young leaves. They don't even have the palmate leaves yet, but these are doing quite well. I probably will give these away because I don't have space for them, and this is a good size to plant them in the ground. Some cacti out here, these are doing really well. Japanese maple, I pruned it recently, so it looks quite open. Not too much here. My big bottle tree, you can see it's growing new leaves, still the juvenile foliage. The foliage looks like a hand, but that's doing really well. The garden, pleased to say that we're getting a lot more things happening. I just moved my lemon myrtle here because it's blooming and hopefully it'll attract some bees. But we're getting some stuff produced. I've got some tomatoes on the way. Look at this, starting to ripen, looking really, really juicy. Can't wait to eat those. Tomatillos growing really well this season, a lot better than last time. You can see, look how big they are. The only thing I don't like about this is it's not fruiting, which is really weird because I'm getting masses and masses of just yellow flowers. I know they're kind of closed right now, they do close up at night, but I've seen insects pollinate them, I've seen bees come, I've even pollinated the flowers myself, and I'm not getting any fruit. It's really strange. I'm just getting these empty husks and it kind of just drops off, which is really odd because I've heard that these are meant to produce masses and masses of fruit once they start flowering, and this is definitely big enough to produce fruit. I'm just not getting any at the moment. Maybe I have to wait a bit more, but I've also got tomatoes and stuff here, you can see. So there is enough for it to actually pollinate. Spaghetti squash, I've already harvested one. There's another one growing in here that I pollinated recently. So hopefully that does really well. And I think we'll end on the monkey's tails. I've moved it over here so it gets more light. It did get a bit sunburnt on the top, you can see. I know it looks really bad, but it won't hurt the plant too much. In fact, it's producing flowers, so the plant hasn't really suffered. It hasn't really grown much longer since last season. Here's a shot of how long it is. Let me show you some of the flower buds. Let's see if I can come in here. There's some back here. In fact, it's very hard to film because this is moving. I don't know if you can see in there, there's a bud. In fact, I think it's better if I show you these. There are some buds there that's starting to form, so that's really good. The skull planting, that's looking really nice. My youngest monkey's tail, for some reason this didn't get sunburnt, even though it gets the same amount of sun as my bigger one, and that one has more fur on it to protect it, so not sure why. You see, producing a lot more tails, which is really cool. But I think that's it. Oh, I do have this bunya cone I should probably show you guys. It's quite big that I found, that I'm probably not going to grow because I have enough bunyas, so probably just going to eat the seeds. I haven't tasted them before, but very large cone. It hasn't really fallen apart yet, so I can't pull it apart. But anyways, I think that's it for this garden update. I think I've covered everything. I'm just going to walk back and make sure I've covered everything. I've covered all of this. I've shown you the greenhouse, I've shown you the trees, I've shown you the orchids and everything on the shelves. So I think that's it for this video. It's been a great year and I have a lot of exciting content planned for next year, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them. But anyways, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.